Hello, my name is Zara Z2 Storm, also known as ZZ the Goddess. I'm a professional dominatrix, and today I'm going to be telling you how I got into it. A professional dominatrix is someone who takes the lead in a BDSM dynamic, but instead of in a relationship romantic way, it is more of in a provider clientele way. Is that necessarily findom? No. Findom is a very specific kink that involves someone who gains pleasure from giving a beautiful person money. That is not a pro dominatrix all the time. I started my journey, my kink journey, in college. It was about 2017, 2018 in a small town on the Western Slope. Over there aren't really that many pro doms, so I didn't really have any competition, but getting people curious about what I did, that was the hard part. It was all college students who had just graduated high school and old people who were retired in this town. Up to this point, I thought that I didn't like sex. I thought it was boring, and just having missionary sex at the time, I just thought that's all that sex was. But, you know, a little online research and a little not safe for work research, I was able to figure out that certain kinky things do excite me. Certain sexual acts do excite me. Now, are kink inherently sexual? No. Those can overlap, but they're not necessarily in the same room together. In this small town, very few people had social media, so it didn't really matter in that community whether I was posting on Instagram or not. I did make a FET account a couple years into what I was doing there, but I basically put up flyers that said I was a private performer. You see, here in this state, you can't openly advertise that you are a dominatrix. It either gets taken down or, you know, you end up getting a little visit from the authorities. My flyers did work though. I managed to get some clientele to help pay off my college. Still have loans though. Thank you, US government. But they were people that I usually knew because it was a small town. Like church pastor, few people who were like in Christian Athletes Club, especially. Some friends, which were kind of interesting to see that they would bully me in high school, and then we were all in university and they suddenly say, wow, you're hot, and wow, come sit on my face. But when I graduated, I decided it was time to move to a place where I could really make a splash. So I moved to a bigger town and I had no idea where to start. I mentored under a dom who I won't say their name for discretion purposes. And then I decided to find a lovely community of dungeon doms that I've shadowed under and did double sessions and did a lot of training in a lot of various different kinks. But the skills, like you can flog somebody, you can hit somebody, but knowing the psychology behind doming is, I felt like, the hardest thing to grasp for some people. I personally love having control and power. But to understand how to be a professional dominatrix, you are not the only one in that dynamic. You have clientele to look after. You have to know their needs, their wants, what they're looking for long term. If you want to retain clients long term, then you need to know, what is the journey? Is there an end to this journey? Is this an ongoing journey? Do you want to have a clientele professional relationship that goes beyond for years and years, like a lot of these doms that remain in the business? Very many of these doms who start this business quit because it's too hard. And it is hard. I mean, you can't openly advertise. Even on social media, my stuff gets taken down if I'm wearing something like this. It's not that revealing. It's not. But those posts get taken down. So you have to be very colorful and creative with how you advertise yourself. You want to get your vibe across, but you don't want to be killing your career before it even starts. My advice to new doms wanting to be in this industry: mentor under somebody, see if you can shadow a session. A lot of doms are willing to let you shadow a session. Now, will that cost money? That depends on the dom you go to. A lot of them will ask for money for you to sit in on a session, and a lot of them will take you under their wing as a professional submissive before you get to be a apprentice dom or start your professional dom journey. I do think that the research is totally worth it. A lot of the people online here don't know what a professional dominatrix is. They don't know what a dom actually is. There's a lot more communication and a lot more knowledge about psychology and the human condition and trauma responses, rather than just speaking in a mommy voice and going like this and just being like, who's a good boy? Who's a good girl for me? That is only a small part of it. Doms are people. We are just have a unique interest, and we like to help people discover what their unique interest is. I am Zizi the Goddess, and thank you for watching. Be sure to check out any of my other videos here on the channel, and if you want to support me, there is a link to all my spicy stuff, donations, everything like that is down there to encourage me to keep on going. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next time. Thank you. Bye.